All right, today is Tuesday, September 3rd, 2024. It's bright and early in the morning. Market's been open for about an hour, and I hope you all had a wonderful Labor Day weekend. And welcome back to the monthly investing adventure. So as of the end of August 2024, the portfolio is sitting at 5530. Went down a little bit in August. It was not as great a month as July, but we are still way above what was forecasted when we started this adventure some year and a half ago. I know it's hard to believe, but yeah, it's been over a year and a half, and we've amassed $5,500, which is great. Before I go in and make the monthly buys for the portfolio, let's take a quick look at the allocation. So the allocation is a 70-30 portfolio with 70% in equities. The other 30 is mostly in bonds, and then there's a little bit of commodities in the form of gold. So the way that I split up the 70% stocks is that I have 35% large cap growth. This is the NASDAQ 100, the QQQ. The other half, 35%, is in small cap value. This is AVUV. And then for the 20% of the government, of the bond portion, we're using government bonds, which is GOVT. This is an intermediate government bond ETF, which is great, but you can almost use any bond fund. And then lastly, GLD at 10%. That's the allocation. Let's go ahead and take a look at the holdings in the portfolio, and then we'll scroll down and take a look at the forecast and the actual. So in terms of the holdings in the portfolio, they got off balance a little bit, but we're adding in our 275 for the month. So this month we're going to be buying almost everything. Going down to the forecasted value versus the actual, we can see that for the last, maybe 6-7 months, the blue line, which represents the actual value, is above that orange line, which is the forecasted value. So we're doing great. At some point, I expect this to revert to the mean and fall back in line with the forecasted value. So let's see what happens. But for now, we're going to go and make our buys. We're buying everything this month. So seems like there's a bit of buying in the small cap value. They probably lost some value in July. They lost some value in August because they had a great run up recently. So there might have been a pullback. But yeah, we're making our buys today. So let's get right into it. As usual, we're going to use the trading dashboard. So here is the monthly investing adventure portfolio. Let's go ahead and take a look at the buys again so that we don't forget. So we're going to buy $77 of the NASDAQ 100 and 138 of the small cap value. So let's go and do that first. So 138 of the AVUV, which is small cap value. So I'm going to go and select small cap value. We'll go ahead and buy. We'll buy dollars. Buy it at market for 138. And go ahead and preview the order. And we'll get this placed. All right, next up is NASDAQ 100, the QQQ. We're buying $77 of that. So we'll click on buy. We'll buy at the dollars and market, 77. Preview and placed. And because I'm on Fidelity, where you can trade fractional shares, I'm buying in dollars and letting the platform figure out how many fractional shares that is. And I don't care about entering a limit or a market order on these investments because they're pretty liquid. I'm going to get decent prices going with market orders. But I thought I should mention that just so in case people are wondering. Government bonds, we got $40, and then we got the balance in gold. So for government bonds, we're going to go and buy GOVT. Do the same thing, buy dollars. It's going to be 40 at the market. Preview this and get this placed. All right. I'm seeing that this is not quite refreshed yet. So I'm going to do a manual refresh just to update the values here. And then we'll make our last buy, which is GLDM, the gold portion of the portfolio. So GLDM is the same as GLD. It's just the mini form of it. Expense ratios are a little bit cheaper, but otherwise they're equivalent. So let's refresh the page here. All right, and we are back. And I'm going to get an exact price here to see how much I'm going to buy in GLDM, just so I don't have to end up with any cash, or as little as possible. So we have 275.03 at the beginning. We've bought 254.64. So what's left is 20.39 for GLDM. All right, so I'm going to click GLDM. I'm going to buy dollars. 20.39 at the market. I'm going to preview this, and because it's a commodity, I'm probably going to get a little warning. We're going to ignore it, and we're just going to place this order. All right. Let's go ahead and refresh once again, because sometimes in the trading dashboard, it takes a little couple of seconds to have everything updated, but we'll just manually update it. Okay, and we're back, and it looks like all the buys are made, and after accounting for all the math, we are sitting on 5 cents in cash, which is perfect. So that's it for the monthly investing adventure. I hope you've been following along, and if you have not, and this is one of your first videos, excuse me, it is not too late to start. It's always good to start as soon as you can, and I'm actually glad that on our buy day, the market is down, some significant amount, 1.4% in the S&P 500, and then almost 2% for the NASDAQ, which is great because we're accumulating assets, so we're making our buys. And when things are down, when we buy new shares, we're getting more shares on the cheap. So that is a bonus. You should not be worried about it. In fact, if you are starting out your accumulation phase of wealth, you want to be in a flat market or even a down market, because every dollar that you add, you're going to be able to buy more shares when prices are cheap. Anyways, thanks for watching. And as I said at the beginning, I hope you had a great Labor Day weekend. I'll catch you next month on the Monthly Investing Adventure. See you later.